Hello, my name is Andrea Gomez. I'm from the University of San Diego. Today we'll be discussing the invisible gorilla video, examining selective attention bias among college students. My discussion today will include the background of the study, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion. Selective attention bias is a limited capacity for humans to interpret multiple stimuli as they occur simultaneously. This is important to study because we are constantly inundated with information in today's society. We rely heavily upon our sense of vision, which is often fallible. Background research, 3 studies, the first one from Drew, Vo, and Wolf in 2013, took participants who were members of the medical field, who were very familiar with detecting small abnormalities in medical imagery. When these participants were shown the invisible gorilla video, most of the participants failed to notice the presence of the gorilla, although they were very familiar with detecting small changes when looking at medical scans. Another study from Burnham, Sevilla, and Langhan showed that visual and selective attention were influenced by specific components of the working memory. And a final study by Cavillo and Jackson showed that the effects that animacy and perceptual load had on selective attention. The current study examined the effects of inattentional blindness, also known as selective attention, in college students. The hypothesis was that more students would fail to notice the presence of the gorilla than notice the presence of the gorilla. Participants were from an undergraduate introductory psychology class at a small liberal arts and sciences school in Southern California. 21 people made up the study, 19 females and 2 males. They were between the ages of 18 and 21, with a mean age of 18.81 years old, a standard deviation of 0.93 years. And there were 16 freshmen in this study, 3 sophomores and 2 juniors. Their majors, 16 students had no declared major, 6 were neuroscience majors, and 5 were psychology majors. Materials used in this study were the invisible gorilla video, which can be found on YouTube. It shows people wearing white shirts and black shirts passing basketballs, and participants are told to count the number of passes between between the people in the white shirts. During this time, a gorilla, fully dressed head to toe, walks into the middle of the screen, thumps its chest, and walks off to the other side. A blank sheet of paper was also used for the study and a writing utensil. Procedure. Students were told at the beginning of class to take out a sheet of paper and a pencil and to prepare for watching a video. They were also told by the instructor to pay attention several times before the video began. The results here and this table show the number of passes seen. Take note that the actual number of passes by people in the white shirts was 15. The range of scores was from 18 to 22 passes, mean 15.27 passes. Standard deviation of 2.43 passes, median and mode both were 15. The results here on this graph show the number of people who saw the gorilla versus the number of people who did not. 10 people noticed the presence of the gorilla, 11 people did not. The hypothesis was supported. More people failed to notice the gorilla than noticed the gorilla. It seemed that their attention was fully directed at counting the number of passes if they did not see the gorilla. But there is a wide range of numbers given for the number of passes, so this could suggest that some people's attention was diverted to seeing the gorilla. Support for previous findings on selective attention also contributes to this study. This population of college undergrads shows that selective attention bias still occurs even in a younger population. Strengths of this study were that the researcher gave little to no information beforehand about the nature of the study. There was one group, so all participants were given the same instructions, and the invisible gorilla video gave an unbiased delineation of information to the participants. There are a lot of the limitations of this study. There was no control group, there was a very small sample size, there was no random assignment, students self-selected into these classes, and some students had actually seen the invisible gorilla video beforehand. Despite the limitations of this study, the results yielded coincided with all of the previous findings on selective attention. The idea that people fail to notice very important information when they are focused on a certain task right in front of them. Here are my references. Thank you very much.